And here we are, folks. Finally, the war between XCW and NXT will happen live here on Twitch. We present bragging rights. The XCW superstars and the NXT superstars have been going at it, taking jabs, taking shots, taking different totally screwed that up. Taking different measures to attack the other, whether it was in name value, whether it was in actual physical assaults, whatever it is. Things have finally come to a head here tonight. We are going to see the superstars of XCW and the superstars of NXT collide in what is going to be an insane and crazy pay-per-view. And for the very first time, we'll have an entire show devoted to seeing these two sets of these two shows bringing it on against each other. We've got quite a few people in the chat here. Madfire in the chat. We've got the disappeared Madfire back now, at least for the time being. We got Seichi Blazin cheering on XCW. King Just Believe, I believe an NXT individual, and Kirby as well. Let's go ahead and jump into the action here tonight. Our opening bout is going to be King Kong against Omega. Omega is the European champion. And now we're going to jump into our pre-show match here of bragging rights. King Kong just debuted on XCW with impressive power, impressive victories in his first couple of matches. Omega was the first ever NXT champion, jumped ship quickly, the only man to ever actually jump ship from NXT, or should I say jump ship it. It was more of being recruited up into the main roster, became a full-force XCW member, but has sympathized with the NXT roster, becoming a member of the Wolfpack, being one of Wolfpack Alpha 1's boys. So here tonight, we're going to see if Omega is going to do exactly what Omega should do, and that is still fight with all the passion and wherewithal that he's not going to back down and fight off.
From New York, Silverback Gorilla Kong.
The WWE Universe letting them hear it.
Yes, chanting. We see King Just Believe chanting for King Kong here. This is an NXT superstar, first man to the ring at this NXT XCW joint pay-per-view. It's the very first time that our two shows have come together for one pay-per-view. We have seen NXT hold their own pay-per-views. We have seen XCW hold 7 of their own pay-per-views. But here tonight is the very first time you will see these two sides fighting at the same time, at the same place. And every single match will have an XCW superstar or set of superstars going up against a superstars from the NXT brand. It's Lead Wolfie. Hey, how you doing? Your Sammy Danger will be in action later tonight representing the XCW brand. Jake Watson, so will the Maniac. Maniac will actually be in the main event here tonight. Yes, you do. The Maniac won that fatal 4-way matchup on the last Saturday night main event before this pay-per-view.
And approaching the ring from the edge of reality, the European champion, Omega.
Hey, Tunias, that guy is not on the main roster. This is a pay-per-view that is going to be having the main roster competing against the NXT roster. So each of these matches will have one or a pair of superstars from one show versus the other. So that guy is not on the XCW roster. No, he is on the NXT roster. This man right here with the championship belt with that European title that he gained from Anthony just last week. It was a 6-man over-the-top battle royal. Anthony, who had been defending that belt with honor very well, might I add, was unable to successfully defend it when Omega eliminated the final man and became the European champion. Yeah, Sammy, whenever you want me to download a new version of your character, I'm always up for it. Here we go. Singles competition. First match on the pre-show here tonight. We are going to see Omega European Champion King Kong of the NXT roster. Should be a great matchup between these two. Madfire, yes, you still are Money in the Bank. Alex Tyson has not been stripped of the Money in the Bank briefcase. Shantia in the house. Shantia will be competing later on tonight against Shantia won the NXT Women's Championship just, I believe, this last week. And she'll be going up against Angel, our XCW Women's Champion. But right now in the center of the ring, Rolling Thunder just hit by King Kong, taking it to Omega early on in this matchup. Kirby, do you have a match tonight? No, sadly. You had the opportunity to win a last chance battle royal to be in the main event here tonight, the 3 versus 3 elimination tag team match. But Kirby came up short in that match, was unable to get onto the card. Oh, huge slap right there across the face. Right here. Oh, big knee to the side of the head. XCW right now taking it to NXT. King Kong just gets taken down by a huge shoulder block. Omega turning him over. Right now, good kick to the gut. Takes a couple steps back. And right there, another kick right to the chest of King Kong. Wolfpack Alpha 1's taking a nap. Hopefully, he'll be on later for his matchup. But it won't be for quite a while. King Kong takes advantage of a mistake by Omega, hits a Russian leg sweep, but Omega throws him back, both into their feet. But King Kong, showing off his power, simply overpowers Omega, pulls him down, sets him up for that huge power bomb, and now hits it looked like Omega might have been running at him, and he uses momentum against him, hitting that massive spine buster, and another one, a little bit different variation right there, but Omega ran again into a spine buster. A drop kick right in the face. Great job by Omega. Or excuse me, by King Kong. And right now, Omega, huge scoop slam right there. High angle scoop slam, slamming Kong to the mat. Now Kong getting kicked in the chest again, taunting him, telling him to get up, and then right to the chest. Yes, AJ will get some matches in the future, but not here tonight. Only one Divas match on the card. Omega continuing to stay on top here. Again, this is the opening bout, our pre-show match on the Bragging Rights pay-per-view, XCW versus NXT. Omega right now once again trying to set him up for that kick to the chest, and lands it one more time. Tom Hoskins chanting for the NXT, for the Disciples of Darkness. Please don't break the ring. Hold on, throwing him to the corner. Omega being crushed to the ground after his back collided hard with that turnbuckle. He's got him set up here. Hold on, lifts him high up in the air. King Kong throws him down hard. Now off the ropes, Lion Salt. Great move by King Kong right there. King Kong, NXT could start out the night with the win maybe. What is he setting up for? Lifts him up, suplex maybe. I'm not sure what this is. King Kong turns around, jackhammer suplex. But Omega gets right up. But immediately, I think he was trying to go for I believe he was trying to go for a comeback. No, he is going for a comeback. Omega, those punches aren't affecting him. Is he going to be able to complete it right here? No. Finally, that right hand of King Kong took down Omega. Again, going for the same comeback. Can Omega do it this time? The Wolfpack right here, their representative, their brand new champion. They already have 2 championship belts here in XCW. Omega, the European champion, finally actually completes the comeback. 1, 2, almost picks up the victory. You saw him not be able to hit it, and then was able to use it a second time before the time ran out, and that time connected fully. What a great job. First time I've seen Omega complete that comeback, but right here, that could be it. Huge powerbomb by King Kong. But Omega backs to his feet again like he did earlier in the matchup, runs right into a spine buster. But Omega doing a great job of quickly getting back to his feet after being taken down by these huge moves from King Kong. Omega now looked like he was going for a signature move, gets it blocked and reversed. Uh-oh, jackhammer suplex again. No, fisherman suplex. No, again, sorry. This looks like it's going to be the shell shock. King Kong might have just put Omega away. European champion is down. 1, 2, 3, and oh, I cannot believe this. But in our pre-show matchup, that actually puts NXT up over XCW. Omega, the former NXT champion, and he won that 6-man over-the-top battle royal in order to earn a spot here tonight, a chance to prove himself against the NXT roster. And the Wolfpack do not start out things here tonight well. Wanted XCW to pull out the victory. Cannot believe this brand new guy that they have picked up. I should have been scouting this guy myself, bring him over to the XCW roster. Impressive match here by King Kong. So I guess if we're keeping track, that makes it 1-0 for NXT. Hard for me to even think that was a possibility. At any point tonight, XCW would not have the advantage in terms of overall victories. Very disgusted with that right there. Cannot believe that NXT starts out the show with a victory over XCW. But I know the rest of our competitors here tonight, and they are definitely not going to take that sitting down. That might just infuriate them. Make sure they're going to protect and defend our XCW roster, our brand, our value. And we will jump right into the action with our first official matchup of the night, the first match on the card. And this is going to be a great matchup. NXT's Hardcore Champion is going to be fighting in our first match now as we get to the main show. Great pre-match show, but now on to the actual matches that are going to be televised here on Twitch. Now, if you see here, you can see the names, has yet to load their pictures, but the Hardcore Champion, Sophia Hydra, will be taking on Tyrant 1-on-1. This is going to be an insane matchup. XCW is on fire, and NXT is going to put their fire out. Well, maybe that's true, maybe that's not. I personally think that is insane. So here we go. Sophia Hydra, Tyrant 1-on-1. Let's go ahead and jump into the action right now. Sophia Hydra, the lone female competitor who is fighting in the male division in XCW. And not only is she fighting in the male division, within NXT itself, she has basically held that Hardcore Championship the entire time of NXT's existence. Anytime she has lost the title, and the next matchup against the opponent that took it from her, she simply takes the title back. Kind of getting annoyed with Sophia Hydra versus Red Mist. Well, they are not competing here tonight. We will not see NXT versus NXT. No, this is XCW versus NXT. And we are about to see the first ever match between the leader of D-Generation X, Tyrant, taking on Sophia Hydra. And this is definitely a match that interests me quite a bit. I personally am a fan of Sophia Hydra, one of the few NXT superstars that I enjoyed to watch. Me personally, I still think that the XCW roster is better than the NXT roster, but maybe they're going to open my eyes here tonight. Maybe if they can show something to me, I will change my mind on exactly what NXT truly is.
Well, the WWE Universe sure isn't shy about sharing their feelings about this superstar.
Hydra making her way out to the ring. This is definitely going to be interesting. We know that she's been able to dominate on the NXT roster, but will she be able to dominate against a man who was just inches, just seconds, just milliseconds away from fighting for the Undisputed Championship this last month at Vengeance? He lost the opportunity to Alpha One, but Tyrant was just that close to fight her for the Undisputed title. And if Sophia Hydra here tonight can defeat him in one-on-one action, it's going to be pretty insane.
Are you ready? You think you can tell us what to do? And approaching the ring from Akron, Ohio, the Titan.
Oh, what a matchup this is going to be.
That's right, folks. It's Tyrant making his way out to the ring here tonight. DX being represented here at XCW versus NXT presents Bragging Rights. What would the show be What would the show be without a member of D-Generation X in competition? And not only does this man represent D-Generation X, he represents the brand of XCW. And I'm not sure exactly how much it means to Tyrant that he is representing this brand, but I know representing that DX brand, that established trademark, that faction that he represents, he definitely does not want to lose to this woman here tonight. And Tyrant is ready, and actually it's 1-1 in the Leagues and Sinister list. Tornado throwing out there. Tonight it is 1-0 in favor of NXT thus far, but Tornado throwing out that it's 1-1 since Sinister Syndicate fought against the Vigilantes in that tag team gauntlet match, and the Vigilantes pulled out on top. So if we're going all time, it would be 1-1. Let's go ahead and jump into the action here tonight.
Thank you for being a part of what's sure to be a memorable evening.
A tie-up early on. Tyrant gets the early advantage, locking in a headlock, now taking Sophia to the ground. Sophia not able to do anything thus far. Tyrant smacking her in the face, but Hydra quickly pulls him back, and a huge power slam. Impressive by this beast of a woman, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I simply mean I don't know if anybody on the XCW roster really knows what it's like to be in there with her. Might be slightly hesitant to fight her since she is a woman, but I can promise you she could destroy me in singles competition one-on-one. But right here, right now, taking down Sophia with that huge spine buster was Tyrant. Oh, Tyrant waited for that hip toss now. Doing a little bit of taunting, jumping up with a huge elbow drop right to the chest of Sophia. Oh, went for a huge spinning kick, unable to connect. Sophia blocks it, then hits a running neckbreaker of her own. Dragging Tyrant to the center of the ring, jumps up for a big elbow drop, returning the favor that Tyrant did just a minute ago. Right now, Sophia Hydra lifting up Tyrant quickly with a short stalling suplex right there. Tyrant back to his feet. Sophia, though, a little bit faster. High angle scoop slam right there from Sophia. Impressive power from this female competitor on the male divisions of XCW and NXT. Sophia, the NXT representative in this matchup. Tyrant, the representative from XCW. And thus far, we saw in our pre-show matchup, NXT pick up the upset victory, or should I say the victory, not necessarily upset. Not hard to know exactly what King Kong was going to bring to that match. Has not been in NXT very long, but the European champion got defeated by that brand new NXT superstar. Hold on. Image in the future, if I ever have a match, I forfeit because I one-hit a girl. Tyrant lifting up. Huge power bomb right here. Can he pick her up? He does, slamming her to the ground. Tyrant definitely not hesitant here tonight to take it to Hydra. He's definitely competing with her as if she is simply yet another competitor, not holding back. And even though he went for the grapple attempt, they're not able to lock it in. Sophia hits a huge neck breaker on Tyrant right there. Here goes Tyrant. Tyrant up to his feet, but immediately gets suplexed by Sophia. Looked like he was trying to go for a comeback attempt. Right here, float over DDT, takes Hydra down. Both members of this match are on the floor. Tyrant's trying to get to his feet. Both people got to the feet just at the same time. Hydra tried to go for a grapple attempt, gets it reversed by Tyrant. Tyrant back to his feet. Oh, setting up again for that giant elbow, and he hits it right there. Right now, Tyrant smacking the back of Sophia. She's discombobulated. Took a swing at the opposite direction of Tyrant. Maybe now that she's got him locked in. Hold on, huge arm drag right there, taking Tyrant down, going for the pin. 1, 2, no, Tyrant kicking out. First real pin attempt here in this matchup. And Sophia gets a pretty long 2 count. Oh no, she could be set up for one of those DDTs. Tyrant walks right into it, did not see it coming, and that busts open Tyrant. Sophia covers them. 1, 2, 3, and oh my gosh, I cannot believe this. Sophia Hydra just defeated Tyrant one-on-one, busting him open with that vicious DDT. NXT goes up early on 2-1. I'm sorry, 2-0. What is going on here tonight? I don't know, maybe somebody drugged Tyrant in the back. I did not expect Sophia to be able to defeat Tyrant one-on-one. NXT, I guess I'd have to say, definitely impressing me here tonight. But I know that the night is early. We have 6 more matches to come. And I know that our XCW superstars are going to turn things around. This is simply a slow start for our guys here tonight. And if anybody could turn things around, it will be these men right here. The Wolfpack, the men who just won the World Tag Team Championships at Vengeance, taking them from the Vigilantes. Although, albeit it was in controversial fashion. And we are seeing the 2 men they will face, the representatives from NXT, the NXT Tag Team Champions, Brian Cook and Lance Dale. These